You've done the work, visualized, practiced gratitude, meditated, but no matter how hard you try, you can't seem to get ahead of the curve. The financial flow that used to come so easy now feels stuck or maybe inconsistent. And you're carrying more than just your own weight. You're carrying others too. Meanwhile, the economy is unpredictable, your industry is evolving faster than it is stabilizing, and the old methods for getting ahead just don't cut it the way that they used to. If that's you, stay with me, because what I'm going to share today isn't about doing more. It's about tuning in differently. It's about boosting your manifestation signal. You don't have a manifestation problem, you have a signal issue. And in this episode, I'm going to help you fix that. Before I head into that, if you want my step-by-step tuning sequence, how to amplify your money signal and align with streams of flow, just download my free guide. You'll find the link in the description, or you could just comment money signal. Mindfulness, mindfulness, mindfulness. Mindfulness is very important. It is a muscle that you need. And perhaps when you first really got the hang of mindfulness, you felt a big improvement. You saw a big improvement. But why isn't mindfulness working like it used to? Because it was never meant to carry this much load. You're ready for the next level. You're ready to boost your signal. Mindfulness is the stabilizer. It quiets the static, but it's really only the start. When you're a guide or a leader, someone that others rely on, you don't need just calm. You need clarity. You need coherence. You need a field strong enough to broadcast not just what you want, but who you are. To do that, you need to unburden your signal. Clear out interference, old stories, survival mode conditioning, outdated programming. Then you boost that signal with intentional vision. This is how you enter the state of the vision made real. Not by striving, not by reaching, but by tuning to the version of you who is already living it. When you are so anchored in your highest vision that you set the tone and reality organizes itself around you. So here's the truth. When your signal gets staticky, money just doesn't know where to land. It doesn't know how to find you. Opportunity can't find you. And it starts with signal strength, not with effort. So as I'm saying, you need to anchor in your highest vision. You first need to anchor in you. That's where we're starting. This is like mindfulness 8.0. So now I use a lot of metaphors in technology, and there's a reason for that. Not because I'm a tech genius at all, but because technology is something that we're all interacting with. I mean, I'm reaching you guys through some technological daily boppers, right? And we actually do understand tech in the same way that we actually understand nature inherently. The thing is, with technology, it is actually created in our image, if you can go there with me. So your manifestation signal works like a Wi-Fi network. Your signal is sensitive, intelligent, it's frequency-based. As simple as when interference shows up, clarity drops. Now I'm going to talk to you about human design for a moment, because human design really is like your operating system or your user manual. And in human design, there is something called the magnetic monopole. It's something that actually is housed in your identity center, which is the equivalent of your energetic heart. It's the center for love and direction. The magnetic monopole is like your internal Wi-Fi adapter. It holds a unique attractor code that draws in life experiences. Attractor code. I like the sound of that, don't you? So I'll say the name again. It's magnetic monopole, and magnetic, we know what that means. But the monopole aspect of that is, unlike a typical magnet, the magnetic monopole doesn't just push and pull, it draws. It creates a polar resonance between you as a person and your soul. This magnetism is what keeps you oriented to your aligned journey. Your soul holds that grand blueprint, always trying to bring things to you and keep things away from you that are not in your highest aligned journey. And as a person, you're carrying around the other half of that aligned journey in your magnetic monopole, the imprint of your soul in you here and now. So if you think of your manifestation like that Wi-Fi system, if your adapter is overloaded, misaligned, or disconnected from the source, your signal drops. And when the signal drops, clarity, direction, and creation all start to fail too. I have a visual aid for you. So here's a visual breakdown of what interferes with your manifestation, your spiritual signal with your soul as the Wi-Fi, and how it shows up in your field. As I said, technology is created in our image, so we can look at this model pretty directly. What strains your manifestation signal? For Wi-Fi interference, if we have signal congestion, that is equivalent to too many energetic inputs, such as being overworked, news, social media, survival mode conditioning. So it's things that are happening now and maybe some things that are from the past that you're carrying. Physical obstructions, if you have a lack of physical alignment. Maybe your fascia is tight from low movement, poor posture, poor nutrition or hydration, and just basically having spinal inflexibility can be a big part of this because you're running a current of energy up and down your spine. You might have electromagnetic interference. Again, these are all things that are literally what happens with Wi-Fi interference. Electromagnetic interference, this is energetic distortions, could be from toxic environments, exposure to others' fear-based beliefs when you're trying to get your manifestation on, and others' projections as well. You might have an outdated driver. That's an old belief system, old conditioning, outdated programming, distance from the router. Now, this is your general disconnection from your higher self, a lack of creative expression, also creative impression, taking in creativity, a lack of spiritual inspiration in general. And an even deeper disconnect is router misalignment. And that's the sense of having a lack of heart alignment, heart and soul working together, and it feels like spiritual disorientation. So now that you've seen what kinds of interference can strain your signal, the question now becomes, how do we reestablish a strong and clear signal? While you can work on all of those different things that I showed you in the graphic, and you can find all of those down below, by the way, you also need to start first with tuning to that identity center that I mentioned by tuning to your internal Wi-Fi adapter, tuning to your heart, getting back to the resonance with your soul signal. And I think if you tapped into your heart right now, you would feel that it's true that that is not about getting clarity through hustle, effort, or perfectionism. The key really is self-love, self-acceptance, self-trust, compassion, kindness, being kind to yourself. What a revolutionary idea. But here's why. Your soul doesn't respond to the energy of self-rejection. It doesn't validate your self-doubt. It validates your truth. Your higher self only honors the signal of who you truly are. Or another way I like to say that is, your higher self speaks the language of self-love. So now I'm going to guide you in a brief activation to bring your magnetic monopole back into resonance and boost your manifestation signal. Before we head into that, two quick shout outs. First of all, would you have a look at my sweatshirt? Ain't it amazing? It says On Path Empath. This is from my Ascended Life apparel line, owned by myself and my husband. I channel the messages. My husband channels the designs, and we charge it full of love and prayer and energy so that it is powerful enough to hold your vibration. Check out Ascended Life store. There are links in the description and tags on this video. And also, if you're ready to develop new human potential beyond the boundaries of what has been possible in the past, coherence, intuitive mastery, quantum level manifestation, this is what I teach. This is the work that I do. Comment Coherent Creator, or just find that link in the description and let's find out how we can work together. All right, heading into the activation now, and for your safety and your full benefit, please do not attempt to engage in this process while driving or performing any task that requires your full attention. And more importantly, I invite you to give yourself full permission, full space, full clarity to receive this, not just because you deserve this, which you do, but also for the others who depend on your clarity, who depend on your presence, your brilliance, your radiance, and the most aligned version of you. And as we begin to enter into this sacred work together, finding a comfortable space and place, allowing yourself to feel the solid support beneath you, and perhaps just melt into gravity just a little bit more, allowing yourself to receive that support and comfort, releasing and allowing now. And as you're allowing yourself to settle in, I'll also just let you know about my process is that I channel these activations in the moment. And as your eyes will be closed for much of it, so will mine, as I bring forth the codes, frequencies, and the words. And let's begin this practice first with a little guidance that I have for you to help you to shift into a deeper state of allowance and receptivity, remembering that you are becoming receptive only to yourself, to your soul, and to that which is in the highest benefit, good, positive, and true for you. And I would like to invite you first to sit very comfortably in your chair, and with your eyes open, pick a spot on the ceiling or wall above you, something that is above your natural eye line. Just lift it up a bit, not to where it creates any kind of eye strain, but it is above your natural eye line. And just hold that one particular spot that you've picked out for yourself. And in a moment, as I count from 5 to 0, while looking at this spot, just keep staying focused on this spot. Breathe in very comfortably, gently, and expansively. Breathe in as I count from 5 to 0 while focusing on that spot now at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Focusing on that point above eye level now, and as I count from 5 to 0 again, allow your eyes to close and exhale on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. And let all of the air express out of you and hold at the bottom of the emptiness for just a moment. And in a moment, I'll count from 5 to 0, and you will open your eyes and find that spot again and inhale. Now at 5, inhale, 4, 3, find the spot, 2, 1, and 0. Hold at the apex of the breath. Feel how good it feels to hold the breath now as you release and close the eyes at 5, 4, release, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Holding at the emptiness for just a moment. As again, I count from 5 as you inhale, 4, find the spot, 3, 2, 1, and 0. With your eyes fixed on that spot at the fullness of the breath, now releasing and closing the eyes, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Allowing the eyes to remain closed and feeling your breathing as it returns to a natural pace. And yet somehow there is a deeper kind of intention woven into the breath. Even if it is wondering what this means, how intentional breathing aligns with the flow of life and ease. And now, as if beginning to sense or imagine the heart center, or perhaps you imagine that you drop your awareness into the heart center. And perhaps you take a gentle breath as you activate your awareness inside your heart. And here, a point of light in the center of heart. Perhaps it's subtle, or even wondering if this light is here in the heart after all. Perhaps it's subtle, or perhaps you're even wondering if this light is there in the center of your heart. A gentle kind of breathing, bringing the attention to the space and to the heart center. This is the seat of love and direction, the home of the magnetic monopole. And keeping the awareness here and beginning to imagine this sense of kindness that you can extend to yourself. Allow a sense of extending kindness to yourself, whatever that means, whatever it seems like would be correct. Perhaps it's breathing gently, releasing tension, or simply wondering what kindness feels like. And now imagine or feel that this point of light and heart begins to expand. And I wonder if it's expanding in response to your noticing it. I'll let you decide. Offering kindness and compassion to self, this light grows into a luminous sphere anchored in the center of being. And perhaps you begin to sense or visualize this sphere as it's shifting even more. And it may be becoming focused now, like a fine line or a beam of light, laser-like. And the signal of your magnetic monopole reaching toward its counterpart, your soul code, your higher alignment. And as you hold this sense of extending compassion to yourself, this soul code, this higher alignment can come into an even more precise focus. And because this alignment serves your highest benefit, it is effortless. Efforting would only allow static to cloud the signal. And so as you allow it to be even easier to extend kindness to yourself and to notice, visualize or imagine the signal from heart to soul code. And it's as easy as continuing to soften, to witness, to allow, in the sense of extending kindness to yourself. And if you would like a suggestion, perhaps a sense of congratulating yourself on your good intentions toward others, for you are a kind and compassionate person. And now let's speak directly to the body and the field. You can trust that your heart knows how to align to your highest benefit. You can trust that your frequency matters. You can allow your heart to broadcast a strong and clear signal for manifestation. You are aligned to receive. And now I will turn these around to first person. If you would like to resound these phrases with your own voice or perhaps silently in your heart, repeating after me, if you choose, I'll let you decide now. And I trust that my heart knows how to align with my highest benefit. I trust that my frequency matters. I allow my heart to broadcast a clear signal. I am aligned to receive. And perhaps there's a sense of remembering that soul does not desire struggle. Your soul and the universal frequencies await your permission, your openness, your warmth. And in this softening and witnessing and allowing, perhaps beginning to notice that soul frequency to land, anchoring into your field, connecting. A clear and powerful signal, shining into the heart of you, those intended manifestations. As these are not only yours on the personal level, your soul desires them, the universal frequencies desire them, and all of those in your life that you serve, guide, and lead also desire your manifestations. And allowing this to come back in a recursive loop of kind compassion to yourself, boosting that manifestation signal even more. Anchoring into your field. And as this occurs very naturally, noticing that resources recognize this frequency, money, time, support, creativity, all these frequencies now recognize your exact location. You are found. You are transmitting from fulfillment. And because you guide and lead others, you are coded to receive an overflow. Overflow is your natural bandwidth. And now to bring a physical anchoring in, press together forefinger and thumb, as one does when they are making the okay sign. And say silently or aloud, my heart broadcasts the frequency of fulfillment. The more I allow, the clearer my signal. And in a moment, I will invite you to take a nice cleansing breath. Just after resounding after me, as surely as I breathe, so shall it be. And taking in a nice cleansing breath. Feeling that physical anchor, thumb and forefinger together, pressing this together so that now when I count from 0 to 5, at 0, the tendency is to drop just a bit deeper to feel that deep anchoring in the field and the clear signal. And from 1 to 5, coming up wide awake and alert with a wonderful sense of well-being and a certainty and alignment, a fulfillment of that strong boost to your manifestation signal. So now at 0, anchoring it in fully and completely. And now coming up and out at 1. At 2, another little gentle breath in so that at 3, you're moving your hands and fingers and feet and toes. 4, remembering where you are, your room, the space and time that you're in. At 5, coming wide awake and alert. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eyes open, wide awake and alert, feeling a boost to your manifestation signal. Welcome back. I have some homework for you that you can follow up on to continue to boost that manifestation signal. Before that, if you're ready to get a deep and true and profound signal boost, I invite you to book a private session with me. In 1 hour, we'll clear interference, we'll calibrate your manifesting channel, we'll restore your energetic coherence, and you'll get even more homework so that you can continue your calibration on your own. Find the link in the description or comment signal session. So wrapping this up with a little more discussion about the source of interference. And one thing we can call that is pattern distortion. And that's when your psyche and your energy patterns are looping in old scarcity programs, even while you're affirming abundance. And this isn't your fault. You've just simply outgrown some of the old tools that were designed to help you to survive. And you are at a place where you are wanting to step into a more powerful role as the architect of your reality. You're not meant to hustle your way into alignment. You're meant to be a tuning fork, the one who sets the tone for how reality responds. So here's your homework. You can find it pasted in the description below. It's pretty simple for the next 5 days. 5 days, because repetition is like watering the garden. Sit comfortably and do that inhale, exhale exercise, focusing on a point on the ceiling or the wall in front of you. With your eyes open, breathe in, and then close your eyes. Count from 5 to 0 on the inhale and the exhale. So we open, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, focus, exhale, close, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Do 3 cycles of this. This is enough to help to shift your state, if you allow it, of course. After that 3rd cycle of that breathing and focusing, with eyes closed, pinch that thumb and forefinger together and feel yourself broadcasting, not reaching, broadcasting. And say either aloud or in your heart, my presence signals abundance. My vision is my reality. Or sometimes we need a little softer version of that, not so direct and literal. And if that's how you feel that day, then say, I allow my presence to signal abundance. I choose to hold my higher vision. And that's it. That's your homework. And remember, like watering a garden, we want repetition over intensity. So that's what's most important. 5 days of this homework. Because when your signal is coherent, money remembers your address. Opportunity pursues you. The next level does not require more effort. It requires better tuning. It requires more you. And it requires a boost to your manifestation signal. You don't need to push harder. You need to tune smarter. And I believe you're ready for that. And if you want to dig even deeper into your manifestation signal, then you definitely want to watch the video that is on the screen right now. And thanks for tuning in. I love you, whoever you are.